We're gonna turn my girlfriend's parents' garage into this amazing workshop. Wait, you thought you were gonna see the whole thing 5 seconds in the video? No, you gotta watch the video first. Then you get to see what it looks like. All right, 242 days ago, let's go. First things first, we have to remove everything from the garage. Problem is, each one of these things is cast iron and weighs roughly 500 pounds. Not a problem when we have multiple people doing it, which we will. We got this tent from Amazon for about $300 to protect them from the elements and prevent them from decaying even more than they already have before I restore them. Here we go.
Can we do ASMR tent?
No. Pretty sizable tent. It's bigger than my old apartment room. I can't move the tools by myself because, like I said earlier in the video, they weigh like 500 pounds each. So I'm gonna wait for Julia's dad and brother to get home. That way no one gets hurt and be able to continue the rest of the project not in pain. You know that?
Wiener. I think we need to get the wiener inside.
Why don't you get out of there?
Well, it's gonna slide. See, my foot is holding it. I don't think this is gonna work.
I have an idea. Hey, Julia, come here.
Chris?
Someone, undo this bolt. Most of the weight is on the motor. If we put the weight over here, it should be enough to hold the motor.
Oh, you're gonna twist the motor?
Yeah. Loosen this hole right here, this one up there.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Push on the back end. Okay, I think we got. Oh, I keep my foot there so it doesn't. Yeah, well, maybe we got it. 1, 2. It might hurt your hands a little bit. Is this thing magnetic, Mike?
Probably.
Yeah, because I'm like.
You're stuck to it.
Hold on. Watch your head over here.
The entire bag of this thing fell on the floor right after I finished vacuuming too.
I gotta stop working with my keys in my pocket. My trunk was wide open.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can we just throw this thing away?
You want to?
Yeah, I'm never gonna use it. Actually though, keep this hose.
Oh yeah, the hose. He wants the hose.
Hi, Julia.
I'm getting out of here.
So far, we have pretty much everything out of here.
It's probably like 50 years old, that piece of it.
That's been here since we bought this.
Yep.
Charlie's done for the day. I am going to start framing just one part of this wall so that way tomorrow we can just stand it up. All right, so let's do this. Oh yeah, big puppies. You go. Come on.
It's good. You did a good job.
That's gonna do it for the night. We have the frame going up tomorrow. We're gonna shoot the ram set into the concrete and get all of that secured against the wall. But before we do that, we're gonna run the Tyvek on the floor and a little bit up the wall just so we have complete moisture barrier for the rubber floor and for the drywall and insulation just to keep everything all nice and dry. I'll see you tomorrow. And we're back. Charlie started doing the window this morning. I was busy. I told him to stop because I was like, hey, we need to film this. So today we're gonna take this window down and replace it with that window right there. See Mr. Spider right there?
Leave him alone, he's good.
He's a pacifist.
I'll put him in the neighbor's yard.
How are you not scared of them?
They don't bother people. Well, unless you bother them.
I think you're bothering him.
I'm not bothered.
Look at this.
The newspapers are dated April 20th, 1966. When did insulation get invented?
I don't know. I just realized something. Your mic isn't on. It's on him, but it's not on.
You could voice over with like Gooby Doos. Like, ooh, ooh. Perfect.
So far, everything is good. Window opens and closes. Very nice. Charlie put some concrete down right over here. I'm going to put some spray foam here. Okay, so that's gonna do it for tonight. Today, we're framing this window. Everything's all sealed and ready to go with this foam. We're gonna frame all the way to the wall, and everything should look pretty good on this side of the wall by the end of the day. That was incredibly tiring. Yeah, now let's try to stand this thing up and hope everything fits. Come on, you motherfucker. Come on. Fuck you, joists. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Have I said that I haven't done this before? Yeah, I haven't done this before. Pretty damn good, if you say so myself. Camera's about to die. I need to dump this SD card and we'll continue tomorrow. We're doing the Tyvek on the floor and then on the back of the framing so that there's a moisture barrier between the floor, the concrete that will prevent the wood from rotting and stuff like that. Because we're not using pressure treated wood, but it's basically the same thing. Surprise, it's in. I forgot to press record.
Woo! Whoa. Lesson learned.
Firing.
I was moving this in and you shot that off. Oh, you scared the shit out of me.
To Florida. We'll continue this in like a week. We're back a week and a half later. While we were gone, Charlie decided to run the electrical and put on the lights. This is just 2 of them right now. We're gonna put 4 more, continue framing the back wall now. And so you've already seen framing and it gets really boring after a few minutes. So we're just gonna time lapse it. Oh shit, did it break? No. Charlie went to go get more lumber. I'm here to start building the frame, and then when he gets home, I'll finish the frame with the wood he brings back. That multi-tool has saved me so much time, it's ridiculous. If you don't have one, get one.
Nice. Looks strong.
Whoa. Whoa. Scared me.
Should have just pissed your ass.
I had a hammer in my hand. Hi, Wiener. My first miss on the staple hammer and I went straight through the Tyvek. I was like, fuck, I was so pissed at myself. I'm on a roll, I might as well just keep going. Now that we have the back wall framed, I'm going to start on that left wall. But make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video because you're gonna wanna see the final reveal. And we got this really cool floor, which is gonna be super awesome. Charlie finished the framing. Now the next steps are laying the floor down. We got this underlayment for concrete. We're gonna use the Tyvek, then we're like, it's probably better to use actual underlayment for the floor. Now we're getting started on insulation. We also have an extra roll of this floor mat. Comment down below what we should do with this. Installation's done. We're gonna put some insulation behind everything. Then we have drywall, trim, painting, sealing. It's a process.
You can do it. Or I can.
So we're almost done with the drywall spackling. My camera died yesterday, but it's drywall and spackling. We all know what this looks like. So we're almost done. Make sure you stay tuned to the end because we're gonna do an awesome reveal of what the garage looks like. And it's pretty mind-blowing from before and after. So after 6 months, here we are. It's kind of a mess right now because we haven't figured out a place for everything. But we are missing a miter saw. We got rid of the rigid miter saw because the negative space required by the rails of the sliding action made it too impractical to have, and so I couldn't have it against the wall. So we solved the problem. We got a Delta Cruiser for a really good deal, and I want to give a huge shout out to 731 Woodworks. Matt been dropping deals on his YouTube channel for a long time. Love his content. He seems like a great dude, and he posted a deal notification about this saw being on sale for like 40% off. So I snagged one from Amazon, sold the rigid saw, and that solved our problem. So Matt, thank you so much. Let's get this puppy open, get it mounted on the miter saw stand, and start organizing this place. All right, so with the saw set up, now it's time for some organization. So this is where the final reveal was supposed to be. But I just wasn't satisfied with how the shop felt. Like, it just didn't feel, it felt cramped, and more importantly, I couldn't foresee a workflow where I could be efficient. And the main reason for that was that I didn't have a table saw or a centerpiece of the shop. So I had an idea to reach out to Delta and see if they wanted to collaborate. Given the fact that in the future I'll be making multiple videos about restoring their old tools, I felt this would be a perfect partnership. And I also felt that the 365052 T2 table saw would be a perfect centerpiece for the shop. I've seen great reviews about it all over the place, so I sent a long message out to Delta Power Equipment Corporation's Instagram account, trying to get in touch with someone from the partnerships team. They gave me a recipient and I sent the email. And after a few days, nothing. So I sent a follow-up email. A couple more days, still nothing. But then, a week from when I sent the first email, I get an email from Jesse at Delta Power Equipment Corporation, and they loved the idea. And I was like, oh my gosh. And they're like, okay, let's get this saw sent over to you as soon as possible. I've worked with brands in the past, but nothing like this. This was crazy. They sent the machine out almost instantly, and after a few days, it arrived, and that puts us right here. So in a massive turn of events, the table saw is here from Delta. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate you so much. Let's get this thing open and get it set up, and then we can finish out this video. They delivered this thing 3 hours early. I have a doctor's appointment at 3 o'clock today, and it was scheduled to be delivered at around 3 o'clock, and it's only 12 o'clock, which is huge. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna miss the delivery of it. I think this is the extension table. Okay, this is very heavy. We'll get to this in a second. I want the whole meat and potatoes. Big dent in the box right there, but I don't think that affected anything. I'm hoping it didn't. I think I'm just gonna time-lapse me opening this up. The initial presentation is awesome. Let's get this puppy put together. The manual to put it together, which I'm going to need. Ooh, nice throat plate. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Safety guard with the anti-kickback feet. Rip fence handle. Wow, holy shit. I wanna say the Delta miter gauge out of the box is like solid, like really nice. I was gonna buy an Incra miter gauge, but I don't need to. This thing's great. It's like nice and sturdy, it's adjustable. Wow, props to you, Delta, props to you. You don't see many manufacturers, even SawStop. The miter gauge they provide is terrible. This thing, really solid. Bolts of some sort, wheels, the legs, the Weisenmeyer fence. Wow. This thing's solid. And it has the flip down carriage on it too. Cold hands, cold hands, cold hands. Packaging material only, okay. Could be useful though, so we'll keep them. This is one of the bottom halves of it. The two end tables for it, I believe. It's like 40 degrees in here right now. This piece out. It's a nice solid pedal. Not a bad push stick, not bad. It's plastic, not bad. I'm impressed with the accessories that are coming with this thing so far. All right. Wow, there she is. Are you heavy? Something tells me you're really heavy. If you can't get the thing out of the thing, you cut the thing out of the thing. That makes sense. Ouch. This stuff makes a mess, but I understand the reason for it. I could probably just slide it this way. Woo! Clean this area up a little bit real quick. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, everything's cleaned out of the garage for now. By that I mean it's literally sitting outside the door on the pallet. But we need more space to work, so we're cutting to strictly time lapse. Well, 242 days later, here we are. A fully functional, fully studio workshop. I got a hair light. What? Most of you won't even know what that is. I turn these lights off, but when I'm working, it'll be like this. But for cinematic reasons, I wanted it to be like, ooh, hey, ooh, ah. You know what I mean? How freaking cool is this? Doesn't even look like a garage anymore. Please do hit that subscribe button and share this video with some family and friends because this space is only 120 square feet. I have so many restoration videos coming out as well as shop infrastructure builds like a French cleat wall and a bunch of different things that'll actually allow me to function better in the shop. I'm gonna build a dust collection system with a old dryer motor. It was such a long yet super fun process and such a great learning experience because I had never done anything like this, like framing or anything like that. I was just be like, yeah, I could do it, and then I did it. I've done basic drywall repairs, but I've never hung drywall before. And the little trimmer on the wall is actually floor trim, just flipped upside down so it has that little ridge to it, which I love. Charlie was like, that's the back to it. I was like, can we use it? And he was like, all right. I was like, cool. Now the table saw was such an unexpected thing, as you guys saw. I definitely wasn't planning on this happening. So Jesse from Delta, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You've definitely given this guy such a good home. And with that being said, this segment is sponsored by Delta. Come on, I gotta give him back something. And there was one thing about this saw that really just threw me for a loop because I was on a Ryobi saw for a long time and you saw in the video it wasn't carrying the weight. Not only that, it's super loud. Listen how loud this saw is. I'll raise the blade a little bit. Look how fast it is. But listen how loud this saw is. Are you kidding? I can still have a conversation with someone and not be like, what? It's fantastic. Nice 10-inch saw, 15-amp motor. I also love the fact that there's onboard storage for everything on this saw. Super good Weisenmeyer fence. So you literally can just bink, you just slide it into place. Also with the 52-inch rip capacity, I can push this guy all the way out here and cut a full sheet of plywood on this and not worry about it. You're good to go. I've only made a few cuts with it so far, and from what I can tell, it's accurate up to 1/64 of an inch, which is great. I have two measurement gauges right here that are adjustable, which I've already dialed in. This saw is super smooth also. It's a belt-driven motor, which is really nice and super reliable. Made a solid cast iron with 2 steel extension wings with a nice coat of Bow Shield T9. This thing is super smooth and absolutely wonderful. I'm gonna build a slide-on tabletop. That way, when I'm not milling down lumber, I can use this as a work surface for my restoration. I'm super excited. I have some really awesome tools. I have a World War II machete that my girlfriend's dad picked out of the trash because he's a sanitation worker. Multiple hand planes, a can crusher, some vintage Bantam lights, bunch of different things that are coming in the near future. And finally, I want to give a huge thank you to Charlie and Kelly and Julia for allowing me to take over half of their garage and use it as my studio and my workshop to grow my career. And I cannot wait for the future of this channel. So hop on the train because it's leaving the station and you're not going to want to miss the future content that's coming out. So that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one.